What's up, team?
What's going on, guys?
Welcome to Prince City.
Prince City like a mofo.
Dude, I've got some special sauce for you guys coming up on Wednesday night. I was telling Gabe about it. Oh, it's a new kind of way to look at these thigh gaps. Oh, it's dirty. It is so dirty.
Yeah, it's he showed it to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm just a conservative old man. This boy likes to play like aggressively.
If you combine it with what we talked about last week, guys, in the midweek masterclass.
Yeah. You know what? You know what's the best analogy to describe us as traders? I'm more of a Joe Montana, systematic, play the tight end, 5 and out, 10 and out. You're more like a Brett Favre. Like, you're just a fucking gunslinger.
I'm slinging it, bro.
You're just a fucking gunslinger.
Yeah.
Both Hall of Famers, by the way. So there's so many ways to skin this cat.
Didn't Brett Favre do some fucked up shit, though?
Listen, man, he's a Hall of Famer. Who cares what fucked up shit he did?
I was just wondering. I don't know. I just remember, this is probably happened when I was like 6 years old.
He did fucked up shit that just managed to get out to the public. Like, you do fucked up shit. It just stays private.
Well, it depends on if it gets out to the public.
Well, yeah, I do fucked up shit. Just stays private.
They're not giving me this damn fill. I want this fill, and it's just not giving it to me.
Oh, man. Tyler hitting 19% on SPY puts.
And he's boy
for the day. Man.
You guys have been crushing it, dude. With these traffic lights, with these thigh gaps, team, I mean, you guys have been going nuts. And again, for those of you guys that do want to hop into 3-year, you got to do it by 4 p.m. today. Do not be messing around with Diana at night. She has a life. Don't be overloading Diana because you think that at 10 o'clock at night that she's going to come and help you upgrade. No, please don't do that to her, guys.
Yes. I mean, she could be in the middle of something intimate. We don't expect her to stop what she's doing.
Yeah, leave her alone. She's got things to do. Walmart gave you 30%. Atta boy. See, I'm hunting Wally. I'm just not 60% on Walmart calls from last Thursday with the daily and traffic light thigh gap setup. Yeah, I was hunting it this weekend. Gabe, remember we were talking about yesterday? Walmart was one of the ones that I was looking at, and it just didn't give me what I wanted to see today. But maybe in the next few days. I mean, that's a nice little move there on it.
Let's see. Who can I speak with about my Discord? It only shows SPY open up in the app, and there's nothing but SPY.
Jeremy, I don't know what you're talking about, but go to the support and FAQ section or email support@trade1348.com.
That's all you got to do. All right. So you guys know, trade1348.com. Get your trial for $5. That's going away soon, isn't it, STV? Like,
should be. If they don't hop in, I mean, there's only so much that we can help the outside people with. If they don't want to take it, more free money for us in the market. That's kind of how it is. If you guys aren't in there with us at this point, after a year of us, over a year at this point of us showing you just how well our system works and how well it evolves, have fun losing money in the market. We're going to sit over here having an amazing time. Hyper One is up 105% in 21 days.
Is he?
You're not seeing that anywhere else, team. Not with the type of risk management that we have.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Good shit. All right, let's go ahead and look at some of these alerts. We will be opening the lines up a little later for you guys to call in as well. We love to hear your story. By the way, I know I may look it, but I'm not fucking tech support. So please don't call in asking me for tech support questions. All right.
I am not tech support either.
Exactly.
I'm going to pull a Powell. That is not my job.
There you go. There you go. All right. So let's go ahead and look at some of these alerts here. We have an Nvidia. There you go. I know you guys needed that, right? You needed a dose of Nvidia. Okay.
Oh, is it moving back down?
It's a move down. Nvidia. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Yeah. I mean, if we think about, this is around where I was ditching my swings on Friday. So, we were spot on this Nvidia move coming back to the downside off the 4-hour and daily chart. looking at this here now, you are getting that move to the downside. These moves up, they haven't been able to really follow through, but the moves down they have. At this point in the day, I'd say if you're already up, why trade it? But it doesn't look too bad. You guys all know where the risk is. The risk is super tight. Oh my God. Also, Gabe, this one would count in terms of the thing that I was telling you about, and you would have gotten in at 265.32. So you would have already been up $1 on Nvidia by looking at the 1 minute chart. So we're going to go over these things, guys, on Wednesday night on the midweek masterclass with all of you. And it's just dirty. I was fucking around with them today. That's how I caught that $3 move on Nvidia this morning. And I was like, why the fuck are these contracts not up enough? More? There was something going on with the option chain, but like this way of looking at it is nasty.
Absolutely. You guys know how we were doing it on the live stream earlier. We create context, right? So you do have a level here. We're going to go ahead and expand that level. And so you had a traffic light. Now, what confirms that this would be a strong trade? Well, we go back to the rules here. Again, it's all about building context to your trading thesis, and with repetition, you almost do this instantly. Boom, below the 200, traffic lights, agree in all time frames. RSI breaks below its moving average, trending down below 50. Then you get a break below this level here with the thigh gap. Traffic light signals down, it pays. Now, where does she go? Well, you have to be mindful of levels. Tickers have muscle memory. Be mindful of this level here. Also, be mindful of the RSI. Even though RSI is fully depleted, right? Price tends to be ultra sensitive to oversold territory or overbought territory. It tends to be ultra sensitive, right? As it stands right now, you do have a potential cross on the MACD, but that has not happened yet. So if you were in on this play and you were playing it until the RSI disagreed with you and or down to this level at 263.67, you are still in a play. Traffic light retracement, play it. That's a dollar move at or about. That's a fun time. That's a fun
good
time with Nvidia, right? You go ahead and fuck around, find out. You see that sensitivity with the RSI, right? Which is telling me that the MACD is not ready to cross just yet. Now, what we do is we go to the 3 minute and we look at the behavior on the 3 minute as well. The 3 minute is arguing against a bear trend as RSI is coming up into its moving average. We go ahead and look at the 5. The 5 is saying, hey, no, the bears are in control, right? So you need that RSI to break below its moving average. However, you're playing on the 1, you're playing for those quick scalps. It's all about securing that bag. You knew where you were playing to, the RSI right here, right? Really, really simple stuff. Now, does this mean that she's not going to come up to the 13 and then reject once again? No, it doesn't mean that. I don't know if that's going to happen, right? Ideally, that's what we would like to see. But see, here's the thing. Why go ahead and commit to one trade to make the same amount of money when you could go ahead and actually play 2 trades? Trade here, 13. Basically, now, what do we call that? Rim jobbing, baby. Then you play the 13 right back down again. As long as the indicators are giving you context as to that being a strong setup. Now, you do have this level here. It hasn't broken that level. We're going to find out if it will. But as it stands right now, you're highly profitable. Go ahead and protect your profits. You guys are here for base hits and building long-term wealth. You're not here for grand slams and, that instant satisfaction dopamine hit that you guys are seeking. And I think that that's for a lot of people. I get it. STV,
Yep.
I get it, especially when you're new to trading, right? And you start winning, you get that rush of dopamine. I mean, it's your body becomes like addicted to it, right? I mean, because dopamine is the same chemical when you go ahead and bust a nut. So it's the same thing. So you get that good feeling. But then what happens when you start losing? Oh,
doesn't feel good.
Stress, cortisol, all that good stuff. Right?
You have to detach yourselves from the dollar amounts. Sometimes I'll see the dollar amounts like run up in my trading account, the realized P&L for the day, and I'll just be like, it's just numbers on a screen, dude. It's all it is.
The AR guy says, call me a dope head. And this, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we also saw it in the SPY move this morning. That one, that fake out on the 1 minute was violent, but this is why we secure the bag, right? Indicators are going to give us context, and indicators are going to be right far more than your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And that's the best thing about the new thigh gap indicator that you 3 years and lifetimers have. It's so quick on the exit. It'll tell you right away when it's not going to go in your favor. Like it's so tight. Like there was a trade that I lost today. I was down 3% when the chart told me that it was wrong. Then guess what happened? I can actually probably show you. It was on Nvidia. There was a little bit of a move up that I thought was going to carry through on the thing that I'm going to be teaching you guys a little bit more about on Wednesday. It started to trickle up a little bit, came back down, sharked a little bit, got another, it went light to dark on the thigh gap, and I was out for a 3% loss. Do you think I give a flying fuck about 3%? No, but I'm actually very happy with that trade because if you look at what happened to price action after, I'm not exactly sure where it was. Oh, you can see it right here. It's at right around, let's say 11:30-ish, 11:30. So 11:30, you get that nice little move up there. Yeah. It's starting to come. Then it goes bing. It goes dark, or it goes dark to light, and I'm out. 3% loss. Cool. Thanks.
Look what it does from that level, though. I mean,
right. And it continued to drop significantly. So if I wasn't trading that way, those contracts could have gone down 5, 10, 15, 20%. I got out at 3. I live to fight another day. Now I can use even more money to go into the next trade because I didn't lose very much on the previous trade.
There you go. Tori. Yes, remember we were talking about this earlier, right? You go ahead and you cut your losses so you can then reallocate those funds for the big winners, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're down 3%, but then you make a 10% move here. You're winning, right?
Exactly.
But look what's also happening. You had levels here. Don't act like you don't know, right? We give you these levels so you can have some context. You also know the 48's right there, right? But then you see how thigh gap comes into its own level here and then just absolutely gets obliterated.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, gotta love it. Guys, we give you the tools so you can build proper context, right? So you can stop hoping and praying. Okay. As I said earlier today in Market Talk, you want to go ahead and make sure you get out of your losers, right? I think that is, I never understand why people marry themselves to their losers. It really, really doesn't make any sense to me.
It's because they're amateurs. Like that's really what it is. And they have that hope. It's also arrogance. And here's kind of what you have to really think about. You might hear us trade sometimes and be like, oh, these guys have a big ego or they're arrogant. We're having fun on the stream, guys. But when we're in a trade, we are beholden to the market. I can't do anything to make the market go the way that I want. And if I sit here thinking that my thoughts on the market are better than what the market's actually telling me right now, I'm going to get sparked. Don't be arrogant in the marketplace, because if you start to look at these charts and think, oh, it's going against me, but I'm going to outsmart it, newsflash, you're not. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, Tori. Tori definitely did copy this quote from Market Talk. This is what I dropped in the morning. The longer you hold on to a losing trade, the less money you have to exploit the winning trade.
Exactly.
Cutting losses is everything.
Or a small account that can't flip out and in. That's why you've held losers. No. That's an excuse.
It's an excuse.
It doesn't matter if you have a big account or a small account. You have to work with what you have. Now, I want you to think about it like this. Everybody wants to have a big account, right? Peace and love. Everybody wants to have a large account. But you wouldn't trade that way if you were holding on to a losing trade if you had a large account. So why would you then trade a different way than you would? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
You need to have those good practices set up now. If you lose a trade, you lose a trade. It's not the end of the world because we're keeping our risk so fucking tight.
We're keeping it tight. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, get in a good habit of cutting your losers quick, because you know what 5% on a port of 100 grand is? That's $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
$5,000. That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what anybody says. That's a lot of money. So build the good habits now so that you can respect your big port. Because if you don't build those good habits now, you're going to give it all back.
Tor's going to be a monster, dude. Same rules apply for a small port compared to a bigger port. Build those habits now. Dude, Tor, you're going to I think this year is going to be a good year for you, buddy. You've been having some fun. I've seen what you've been doing. Good shit, dude. I'm not saying it's right, but that's why I've held losers. Now I'm playing how you play. Good. I'm just making a point there that it doesn't matter what your personal situation is it's almost irrelevant to how you need to be trading.
Yeah. Now, this is what a newbie trader would do, right? It come on down like, oh my God, I want to make my money. I'm going to be greedy. Our side's telling you, no, get out. You're like, no, it's going to keep going down. Then look what happens to you by here. Right by here, what happens? You get absolutely wrecked. Maybe break even at this point. I hope you don't allow it to come back up to the 13 before you're convinced that.
Dude, the thigh gap tells you to get out so much sooner.
Yeah.
That first dark light, you're out.
You're absolutely out. Absolutely. What's wild here? Let's see if we can find that level. It's right there. This was a pre-market level established on a thigh gap. Let me see if I could go ahead and draw it out. It's literally right there. You have the level here with price. You have the level here with thigh gap. The context, everything's telling you. Level here, RSI bounce, thigh gap, bounce. Now, we're trying to break above this level. And surely you can. Now you have a level here. Now you have context. If you're in this play, what are you playing until?
That level or dark to light.
That's it. So if you would have respected RSI, profitable trade, and then you got set up for this trade. Here, you were told, get in. Here, traffic light breaks the 48. Your risk is your 13. Now, we have a candle attempting to break this level. We have a level here. RSI, still above 50. So therefore, there's still strength in this until RSI comes back to its moving average and or below 50. Most importantly, you're going to see if there's a loss of strength in this move, you're going to see this thigh gap, this deep blue, start lightening up. Right? This is basically building context to your trade.
Makes it super simple, guys. Don't fuck around and find out. You're not going to see this stuff anywhere else.
You're not going to see it anywhere else. Look at
it keeps going. It's going up to that level there. Let's see where it wants to go.
It's going up to the level. There you go.
Dave, that trade qualified too for what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. This is not a boring scalp. Let's go ahead. You entered on this trade. You're playing that's a dollar move here. Let's go ahead. Let's see. You got your entry here. That's another dollar move there. 2 trades.
You got $2 out of Nvidia. There you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
This here, for some of you, could have been like, yeah, I'm done for the day. Right? Now, we have context. We have a level here. Are we going to chase into this play now? No.
Absolutely not.
We saw the wick come on up. We see our side being a little bit sensitive here. Once you get, and this is what I've been explaining in the live streams, once you get to a level where you are no longer certain of the play, you have to adopt a strategy to it. Am I going to secure the bag? And or am I going to wait for a candle break above 265.56, scale out, and then protect my profits? Right? But as it stands, we have a really, really strong thesis for maybe consolidation and or retracement. Let's go ahead and look at what's happening on the 3-minute. Oh, no. The 3-minute STV. Look what's happening on the 3-minute. The 3-minute's trying to break its own level. Right? Let's go ahead and look at the 5. the 5 minutes trying to break its own level right here. Right? That's why you're getting that resistance. Ladies and gentlemen, we've introduced to you traffic lights. Let's take it way back into time. We introduced you to 1348. It was a hit. Everyone and their mama copied us. Right? And then we went ahead and introduced you to predictive crosses. Then we went ahead and introduced you to traffic lights. Then we went ahead and introduced you to Speed Racer. We now introduce you to Thigh Gap. And all of this compounds on the strategy to help you literally build a case that will help you win in the court of law each and every day. And the court of law is right here, stock market. Dum, 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 dum.
Why are you pointing at me?
Oh, my bad. The chart's over there. The chart's over there. Right?
I'm not a lawyer. This is why I didn't go to law school.
STV. What do you look like with your mouth open?
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Just do it.
No. What am I? One of those stupid YouTubers that's just like putting their mouth open, like, oh my God, look at this. Fucking weirdos, bro.
He's sharp. I love him. I love this kid.
We need a 1338 Clubhouse channel? No. We'd have too much fun.
Way too much fun here. But okay, so here we go. We go back to the 1 minute. I want to show you guys. I mean, again, it's all storytelling. And we're good here. What we're seeing light blue right now in the thigh gap.
You know what that is? That's the get the fuck out or scale out signal. That's what that is right there. You don't need me to tell you. We went over it in the midweek masterclass. There you go. And yesterday's masterclass. You guys know exactly where you're looking at here. Gabe, can you hover over hold on, where's Nvidia? I'm going to show you guys what we're going to go over Wednesday real quick on how you could have gotten in on this move okay, you're going to see it and be like, oh, I think I know what he's talking about. You don't you dare try and do this until Wednesday. 1244. You could have gotten in at 1244. So I know you guys think you know what I'm looking at. You don't, again, it's not it. I know you guys think there's something else there that you have to understand. And then you also could have gotten in on the other one at 1231, 1232 to move down. So you actually could have made those moves even bigger. It looks like you're just going like dark light. It sort of is, but it's not. There's something else in there that you guys need to understand. And it's the most important part of it. So get ready for Wednesday. I'm going to keep fucking around with it. Today it was dirty. There's like a certain number. Remember how I was talking about, guys? I needed to see my number. Yeah. It's not just dark to light. There's something else in there that we're going to go over Wednesday. So get ready for that.
All right. So STV, looking at the strategy, I'm looking at it right now and I'm already drawing correlation. Right. So, wow. Good stuff. I'm excited for it.
It's fun.
I'm excited for it.
I mean, that's how I hit Nvidia this morning. If you go back and look at the market open move on Nvidia when it was tanking, tanks down, consolidates. I'll tell you the candle that I got in on. This was a little bit different. I was kind of screwing around with it, and I got in at 933, 934. Reason being is those thigh gap candles were flashing. They were just flash. None of them were really all that solid. And I was just using day low as my risk.
All right. STV.
Yes.
Thigh gap flashing. RSI. Boom. 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 Boom.
Yep.
Every indicator gave you context to that move.
My risk was just, what is that? What is that level right there? 266.19. Never broke it. I can stay in the trade. Boom. Good trade there. Again, that's the difference between shitty traders and traders like myself and soon to be you.
if you just go ahead and subscribe to the strategy. That's all you guys need to do. We can't paint this any simpler.
No,
I mean, we say that every single time, and then we come up with something else. But basically, our goal in our evolution, STV and myself, we're perfectly fine trading without these indicators. What we are doing, these indicators are essentially,
we're putting what's in our brain subconsciously.
Yeah,
we're putting what's in our brain subconsciously into a visual cue for you guys. We already know that this is happening. Like, we can already tell. It helps us to see like the numbers, the actual trend, because we're basically just doing it in our head. Now, this helps us, and it also helps you guys a lot more too, that may not have that subconscious thing that we have, just because we stare at the market all day long. Like, one of the things that you would know about the market today is that if you were looking at this, it's like all day long you've been biased to puts. Yes, you've been below the 200 EMA. You can also look at the price action. Every single time it looks like it wants to come up, what happens? Shark. The sellers are just waiting there.
Yeah. So basically, necessity, mother of all invention. And, these indicators were required for you guys. I mean, it was required for us to be able to teach this out to you guys and constantly show you layer and layer and layer, proof, layer after layer after layer, which makes our community arguably the best trading community out there, period.
I wouldn't say arguably. Nothing even comes close. Everybody else is playing in fucking T-ball.
I have to say arguing, so I don't come across as like an arrogant fuck. I'm already an arrogant fuck. People already call me an arrogant fuck. So I'm gonna be an arrogant fuck. Fuck it, guys. You want to make some money? Want to play with the big boys? It happens here. Nobody touches us. Nobody.
It's not even close.
Not meth heads. Not mask guys. Not sane dudes. None of that. None of that stuff. It just.
Oh, BX has an interesting comment here. I spent more time today staying out of trades because thigh gap light color and levels indicating so much chop, more than I ever realized. Exactly. Remember what we were talking about yesterday, guys, in the stream, where it tells you when it's chopping around and it doesn't make any sense for you to be trading it? Well, there's also a time where it makes a fuckload of sense to be trading it, which is what we're going to be covering Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. All right. We don't, guys, we don't tell you these things because... we there's absolutely no uncertainty as to what we're telling you guys. There's no uncertainty. RSI break, loss of momentum here. You have a level, you have a rejection. Where's that candle? You had your opportunity to get out. Now you could go ahead and say, like, well, yeah, I'm not going to listen to these guys. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to listen to us, right? If you're not listening to us, you're not listening to the chart, because all we're doing is we're acting as messengers. That's all we're doing.
This shit is going to be the most powerful when the market starts to trend. We're printing the most volatile market ever. Imagine when it starts to trend. For swings, yes. For overall intraday trading, I don't foresee any big differences. I think volatility is here to stay. We can actually go through that really quickly. I think intraday markets are going to continue to be volatile for the foreseeable future. After 2020, it's like so many more people are now trading options and things that are going to have influence on market movements. There's more money in the options market than there was previously. And when that happens, you can see larger swinging moves throughout the day. People are reacting to news in a greater fashion than they were previously. You can see premiums starting to step up. I foresee this intraday volatility starting to stick for a while. The trend aspect of it is going to make it even nastier for swing trades. So right now, swings can be very good. Honestly, though, when I'm swinging, I'm not really holding for more than 1 or 2 days. Like, you guys have seen me, like that Baba trade last week. I was out. I bought the Netflix's Friday. I'm pretty much all out now. Like, I'm not holding these for very long. Should I? Yeah, probably should. But again, if I see 40-something% on the table, I'm at least scaling out the vast majority of my position, because this market is still uncertain as to where it's going to go in the short and medium term. So you can still do it. It's just a little bit more risky.
There you go. Absolutely. Someone did mention a spy play.
Where?
We're going to find out. Whoever mentioned a spy play, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. Let's take a look at this.
What time was it?
Someone had made a mention of it, but I want to take basically like just break it down and just like literally show you guys again how you build context to this. Traffic light to the upside. Short scalp, probably not worth it. You got a level there. RSI betrayed you. Came right back down. In all of this, on this move up, the high gap did not alert you to the move to the upside. It alerted you of consolidation and a move to the downside, but mostly consolidation. You finally get this move here, the traffic light, where then immediately we go deep blue there. So let's create some context to what's happening. It was literally playing Pong between these levels, and it seems to continue to do so. This is chop. Is this where you want your money to be?
Nope.
Look how it comes up to a level right here in a thigh gap, and you're already flickering light blue in momentum, right? Courtesy of this level and the 200 EMA. Is this where you trust your money? There's a degree of uncertainty here. If you took this trade, congratulations. Where are you? You got alerted right here, right on this candle. Let's say you got halfway through. That was a 27-cent scalp. Probably not even worth the risk. Why?
You can see it too. Like it's just chopping around at almost even.
Yeah.
And Bella, no. For payment plan, no, you guys don't get the thigh gap and all the extra streams. But if you are in the structured plan right now, the lifetime payment plan, check your email. We sent you guys a way to roll over your lifetime payment plan into 3-year. So if that's something you want to do, check your email. Check your spam too. It'll probably end up in there.
There you go. So as it stands, again, level of uncertainty is a quick scalp. Now, what are we waiting for? If we really, really, really want this trade to go our way and to be meaningful, we need freedom from the 200 EMA.
Yep.
We need that freedom.
Yep.
Right now, it's just showing me I'm uncertain. I don't like my money in uncertain areas. So we got to wait for a candle close. Just because you got a break, you got 18 seconds for that close to happen. This is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You do have a level here, by the way, 396.97.
Yeah, it's doing the same exact thing. It is starting to reach here. The only thing that I see with this is just like, if you're already green on the day, I probably wouldn't fuck around with this. What did it just do when you saw it start to try and breach that 200? Pretty big shark candle right back down to that 1 minute 48. Now it did bounce, but at the same time, when you're looking at this here, I don't know. It looks like there's a lot of sellers coming in making some big orders to the downside. Now, is that what we're really focusing on here? No, I'm just looking at context. I'm saying, okay, well, what's the most likely move to happen? You're coming up to that 397 level that you've been struggling at pretty much all day long. If you can break above there and it starts running, cool. You might switch the trend for a while. But at the current time, you get that one candle above the 200. I'd probably use the 200 as your risk if you're taking this, but it doesn't make all that much sense to do that anyway, because the trade, this one's not my favorite. I don't really like this one.
No, I don't like it either. I mean, it's just, it's basically brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
Right. And if the brick wall is not happening here, the brick wall is going to happen off the RSI.
Yeah. And if it runs, it runs. It doesn't really matter to me. Like it doesn't like. It goes, it goes. We don't have to hit every fucking move in the market.
No, look at.
See, dude, these fucking bait and switches today. They're just doing it the other way. They're just chopping everything around. Look, it goes up. It's like, woohoo. It baits people in. Then boom. It's like, all right, well, no thanks. I don't need to be fucking around with any of this nonsense.
But of course, you guys know better now, don't you?
Hopefully you do. Reading that
You're
thigh gap.
welcome. Jesus. Oh my.
And here it comes right back down. This is just like time on the charts, guys, is going to enable you to do stuff like that. It doesn't look like it can get its legs to the upside just on the price. Look at this. Like that move at like between 10:45 to basically 11, and then it sharks aggressively. It was doing it before that too. It was doing it in that consolidation zone right around 11:40. Like, yeah, you can make a little bit of money on this thing, but again, is it really worth the risk on these shark candles? No. It's not. You know they're coming. Like, you know that they're just going to start coming.
Yes. Thigh gap for the win. It's so nasty. Tori's on a different level today.
He is red, dude. Thigh gap is nasty. Again, guys, just reach out to Diana before the end of the day. She'll help you guys out. You guys saving your money? We are saving your money, BX. We're helping you make a bunch of it too. So there's that bounce off the 48 again. But like we've seen this before, guys. We've seen this so many times, this type of price action. It's not worth trading it. If it doesn't give you a high probability setup, don't touch it. Again, sometimes the key is less trades, make more money. Focus on your setup. When you see it, drill it. If you don't see your setup, why are you trading it?
Okay. Check out the INTC move at about noon. If the thigh gap set up. All right. So noon. Oh,
holy shit.
Oh, this is wee. Dude, this is Superman at Six Flags.
Yep.
Yeah.
look at where it goes dark light.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Right at a level. Dark
light and then the down move. It tells you exactly when to get out too after it rips.
And check it out. Check it out. Thigh gap, traffic light brings you down to a level. You got a level here on the 1 minute. You also got levels here on the thigh gap. RSI, overextended, decided, uncomfortable here, breaks it. You get a bounce here. You get an alert to enter in these candles, right? There's still some uncertainty because you need that strength to break this level. It finally does. Ladies and gentlemen, you are then off to the races. Then what happens? Level, shift. RSI, break. The whole story is told right here at 12:32. You have no reason to fuck around and find out. The story was told. It was done. The story was told right there. Holy hell.
Boom, dark light, you're out. What are you fucking around and finding out for? The thigh gap, guys, is, again, it's so dirty.
Oh man. Yeah. There's that's oh man. People getting hurt here. Then it finds us 200. Look what happens, STV. That very same level, right? That very same level that it came off of, it found it again. Hold on. Wait. But price action didn't come back down here. No, it doesn't need to. This is basically showing you strength and momentum as well relative to price at that moment in time. So you could see RSI break, and then it finds that level again, consolidates right here. Jesus Christ. Do you guys understand what you have on your chart? This is absolute robbery.
Yeah.
You are stealing money at this time. This is filthy. This is just filthy.
It's disgusting, dude.
It is filthy.
I don't know how you trade anywhere else. More money for us, bud. These people, I mean, again, everybody gets access to literally 90% off their first month. If you guys aren't in there with us yet, not much more that we can say to you. Oh, I just saw that too. Kelly's birthday.
Happy birthday, you hairy son of a bitch.
There you go, Kelly.
Well, not really hairy. You're hairy. You know, I guess you're bald on the head, but you probably got some hairy nuts. Still going to call you a hairy son of a bitch. Enjoy your 50th, sir.
Kelly, happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday. Love it. I love it.
Should we try to get one call in here before we got to go?
Yeah. 978-545-1348. Come on. You guys want to argue with us? Or do you want to go ahead and celebrate with us? Let's celebrate.
That's all it is over here, guys. It's just we celebrate everybody's gains every single day. Fucking printing.
He's shaved everywhere. Everywhere. Oh, Jesus. Kelly, you moonlight as a porn star? That's the only reason why you need to be shaved everywhere.
Even the armpits, bro? What are you doing?
My God.
Oh,
So
I
frustrating.
have a funny story too. Speaking of shaving things. So when I was a kid, I grew really late, like really late. So I had like no hair under my armpits. So everybody would make fun of me for one, being small and not growing. And because I was a weird little kid. And I would just get made fun of all the time. All the time. Pretty viciously when I was a kid.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I forgot to tell you about this too. So Gabe, when I'm walking out of the other playground on Friday with all my boys just having a great time, I see a group of all of those kids that used to make fun of me. And I was like, what are you guys doing here? They were like, oh, we were just coming to gamble. And I was like, all right, cool, man. Good to see you. They're like, what were you doing? And I was like, oh, I was doing this. We had popping at the club, doing this stuff. Like, oh, where are you living now? I'm like, oh, I'm around here. Told them where I live. They were like, what? It's always nice when you can just come back and just throw your success in the face of just people who just were not nice to you earlier.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's my whole fucking life. I give everybody a big, fat, brown middle finger.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's vindicating, right? You just get that. Yeah.
Very fun.
Yeah.
I've seen who we were walking out with, too.
Yes. Swag. Yeah, asking questions that could be answered in the community, dude. So all right, 978-545-1348. We did have a call, but that number was extra long and it just said the United States. I'm like, nah, I'm not picking that one up. That's a spoof number. So can we get a real number to call? We'll answer that one.
Let's do it.
Look at Walmart.
I'm not touching Walmart right now. It's too elevated right now. I'm not chasing that to the upside. It's up almost 2% today.
What more do you want, bro? Look at this.
It never gave me anything that I needed to see with entering for a swing.
Look, what more do you want? What more? No. Anybody chasing this is asking for a world of hurt. Here we go. We got a real call coming in now. And you are live. Who are we speaking with?
This is Big City.
Big City, what up, buddy?
Oh, just enjoying the day painting. So I call in and say hi, and thanks for all the stuff you guys are doing. You guys are really killing it out there, and I just want to say I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you as well. Absolutely. So, you have any questions for us, or are you just calling in to
say hi?
Calling in to say hi.
Hey, that's perfectly fine, man.
Oh man, well, thank you for calling in.
You know,
sir.
you always want to talk to like a big time lurker. I've been watching you guys before Trade 1348 was even a thing.
Oh man.
And over the past 2 years of watching you guys, I finally accepted your free trial and been doing it. And definitely going to be saving up for the 3 year.
Okay.
Awesome, man.
Awesome.
We're glad you're finally in, man. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that still have not taken action on coming in and making money in the market, but shout out to you, man.
Absolutely. All right, man. Well, thank you for calling.
All right, take it easy, you guys. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Big City. You too, buddy.
All right, let's look at Walmart really quick. You guys see it right there, right? This is what happened. It is Captain Obvious SUV. Look at this.
Hmm?
I'm going to draw this level here on the thigh gap. That was the level to break. You got a traffic light right here. That's where you entered. And that's your move.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on a daily. What more do you want?
I don't know.
Welcome to the live. Who are we speaking with?
This is Hyper One.
Hyper One, what up, buddy? fucking crushing it, dude.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Going good.
Yeah, lately, 21 days straight. Just over, I said 105, but it's close. It's like 104 and some change, but we'll call it 105.
It's pretty good, man. 100. How long was it? A month?
21 days. Today was the 21st day.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I appreciate what y'all do, man. It's cake. Once you learn, do a system. When I first tried with you guys, I was all over the place. You know, 1 minute I was doing 0 days, and I hit it big, and I was like, okay, cool. 0 day, lost it all. And then started listening to you guys, following, took a step back. And then I did what Gabe said. Watch the chart, you know, and then have a little piece of paper, you know, might make an arrow up or down and see if you're right, why were you wrong. And then I started doing like Saturdays and Sundays when the market's closed or I'm off of work, I would go back and I replay the video. I'm sorry, not video, but like on TradingView, you can rewind it to the beginning.
Yeah.
So I started doing that and realizing why I was wrong and why I was right. I started doing all that. Boom, that's what I do. I played 1 minute, like you said, short the VIX. Wait for it to retest to 13. Boom, go from there. I use stop loss. Money ever since, man.
Oh,
so now it's robot trading. It's perfect, man. It's game. It's awesome.
Dude, congratulations, man. 110, 105% in a month. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
Oh, man.
it was good. I haven't had a red day since then, but just want to say appreciate you guys, everything you do, man. It's great.
All right. Thank you for calling in, man.
Thank you, man.
No problem. Yes, take it easy.
Take it
You
easy.
too.
All right, guys. What I want to do is I want to bring up Walmart here. Now, I have Walmart on the 4-hour, right? You guys know what to do with that QR code, or just check out that link, trade1348.com for $5, right? Cheaper than a cup of coffee.
Use code Princeton.
Cheaper than the oat coffee I had this morning. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this, right? So this is the 4-hour. The 4-hour has reached a level, and we find this level right here. Now, what we also see is that we broke a level on thigh gap. But this is the fun part, right? STV, your strategy, which you're about to show on Wednesday, paid fucking dividends. I already know what you're talking about. You haven't fleshed it out to me, but it's just, I do this for a living, bro. So
it's pretty nuts.
Yeah, I already see it. So you got a traffic light on the 4-hour, which breached the level on the thigh gap, as you guys see right here. It breached that level, finally broke above this level here, right there. And now she's just running. She's just doing what she wants to do. So if you're going to hunt for a reversal on the daily, do so on the 4-hour. It's going to give you better pieces of data. Again, helping you build the context to the move.
Yeah, I'll show you guys Wednesday because it'll work on the 1 minute, the daily, and the 4-hour too. It'll work on every time frame. I just have to look at some other stuff on it because I have specific numbers in my head. I came back this morning and the numbers on some of the different time frames were slightly different for what I wanted to see. So we're probably going to go over it for day trading first, and then we'll get you guys going on the swings as well. But it's fucking dirty.
Yes. And on the daily, you can see she's right at a level here on the daily. I mean, she is 5 cents away from a level.
I wouldn't blindly short the level, though. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we're on the same page there. Like that, I wouldn't blindly buy puts at the level. I would wait for that confirmation on the 4-hour with the thigh gap. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Yes. Thigh gap explanation. We just explained it to you. That's how we see things on a 4-hour and a daily. Guys, there's no reason for you to chase anymore. There's no reason for you to hope and pray anymore. There's no reason for you guys to even care about what anybody else says about the market. What Kramer says, fuck him.
We don't give a shit about the market.
Yeah.
Like, Gabe and I will break things down to like give context, but we're not basing our trades off of it. I don't give a flying fuck. If I'm playing the 1 or 3 minute time frame, I don't give a shit what anybody's saying. I know when they're speaking to know when to avoid. But other than that, I'm just playing the chart. It's super simple. Swings, you have to be a little bit more conscious of it just because there's going to be more data points in between there. But like if I'm in a trade for 5 minutes, there's going to be most likely 0 big pieces of data that come out in there. If I have a 3-month swing, there's going to be like 40 of them. So you have to just know where they are, what they mean, things like that. So
that's it.
We got time
this
for one more, I
person
think.
really wants me to answer.
I think it's somebody from the UK. I think that's why the number's coming in different.
And welcome to the live stream. Who are we speaking to?
Hey man, it's Tom here. Just calling in from the UK. How are you guys doing?
Oh, hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Good, man.
Yeah, and hey, I just want to say first of all, thanks for everything you guys do. Been following you now for quite a while, and the energy and the dedication to the community is awesome. So thanks for that, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. We appreciate it. How
No worries.
how's it over there in the UK these days?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
part of the UK are you in?
So it's a little place called Wales, actually.
Nice.
Pretty small, pretty rainy, but it's pretty fun. Got some family out in the States, so I tend to head out there quite a bit. Out in Denver, so I should be out there soon. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I had two questions for you guys. I don't know if you can help, but it's sort of regarding like options premiums. So I was watching you this morning, STV, and you were saying about, a lot of the premiums are quite high for some of the stocks.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got kind of like a small cash account, and I'm finding I can't really get more than 10 or 15 trades in a day. So my question is there any way of kind of quickly finding out whether, a stock is actually expensive on that day? The premium's quite high.
Yes.
And then if, for example, like the IV on Tesla was high one day, could we actually trade it the opposite way? So if we've got an actionable alert for a call, could we actually sell a put instead? And would that give us more premium?
That's a smart way to look at things. So the first thing that I want to say is 10 to 15 trades in a day is way too many. So a lot of trades. You don't really want to be over trading that much. If you can get your trading done in 2 or 3 trades and be done, I'd say that's a good thing to do. That's going to get more into like over trading. That's a slightly different issue. But in terms of premiums, you can use like what's called IV percentile. I'm not sure which broker you're on. I don't use it. But what it's essentially doing is telling you how expensive these contracts are in relation to what they've been previously. So if you see it above 50, well, it's more expensive than 50% of the other time. The way that I do it though is I don't know if this is just the way that my brain works. I'm looking at the same stock, same premium, same expiration dates pretty much every single day. So I know what they should be priced just because I stare at them all the time. Like I know that one day out on SPY should be between like the at the money and the one strike out should be between basically $1.30 and $2.20. If it's higher than that, I know something's happening. And what it does is when those premiums are a little bit higher, theta is going to still affect them the same way. So if you're overpaying, but you effectively it's going to take the same amount of time for that contract to deplete to zero, well, it's going to fall by a faster dollar amount when those premiums are higher, if that makes sense. And they're going to increase slightly less because what's happening is that when the market makers are pricing in a higher move, which is going to make the options contracts more expensive because the implied volatility is higher, well, then the contracts won't appreciate as much because it's within what the market's expecting. It's kind of similar to earnings. Like if they're pricing in 10% and it moves 5%, the contracts will all go down horrendously because the market expected that to happen or something within that. So you could use IV percentile in order to do that. I wouldn't get too caught up in it. I look at it as more in terms of like I look at it more broadly, where like if the premiums are like for what I see as being expensive, I'll probably stay away. If they're sort of within the range that I deem to be tradable, and what I've seen in the past out of those contracts with that amount of time to expiration, then I will trade it.
I really
Makes
hope
sense,
that helps.
man. Yeah, totally. So
yeah.
Oh, and then that
100%.
last part
Yeah, I'll
about
just keep an eye out for
selling
that
puts,
lower one.
you could do that. You could do that too. So if you see a really high premium day and you see a traffic light up, you could sell puts, basically inverse it and basically play theta gang on the other side of the move. That can work. We can make some videos about that too if we really need to. I feel like I might have made a couple in the past. Calls is going to be a little bit different. It's probably going to be the smartest to do that with spreads, which gets a little bit more complicated. Not really, but you have to have a margin account. There's a couple other things you have to know. But yeah, just in terms of premium, like if you're thinking about the Nvidia trade that I had this morning, I don't know what the fuck that they were doing. Those contracts were fine. They just were not moving.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
guys,
totally. I had exactly the same thing. They put me like 10% down, you know, and I was like, what the hell's happening here?
Yeah, like I caught that
That makes
$3
total
move, and those
sense, man.
contracts were only up like 15%, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
what I want you guys to do as
Yeah.
well is go ahead again. That's why we have a trading journal, and that's why STV and myself we talked about the need for having a solution for you guys a little later on in the future. We can't really spill those beans just yet.
Mhm.
Again, we're constantly developing and evolving. But what you can have is your own trader log, and on your trades, if IV is important to you, write it down. And you basically have a log day to day, and you'll be able to identify like, oh yeah, so it's juiced. You
Yeah,
know what I
IV
mean?
percentile would be probably what I use because it's going to be more. It's going to be universal. Because if you look at the implied volatility of, let's say, like a meme stock, it's always going to be higher than the SPY. So if you saw like an IV of like 50% on the SPY, but you're used to trading meme stocks and those IVs are like 200%, well, you're going to go to the SPY and be like, well, I think the IV's low. I can trade it. But in terms of the actual percentile of it, it could be double what it usually is.
Yes.
So I believe on TD Ameritrade has that feature that you can use. I'm not sure which other brokers have it. Like I don't use it. I just know that it exists. For me personally, though, if I'm trading the same stocks all of the time, I pretty much know what the contract should be priced. So that's kind of, I think that's the explanation there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's amazing, guys.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Well, have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you for calling in.
You as well.
Nice one. Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, lines are off. STV has
Gotta go.
He's got to do his thing. So, STV, thank you for that that explanation there.
No problem.
All right, go make some money.
Let's
Drop
do
your
it.
link in the comments. Got to go ahead. You got to do it. Drop your link in the comments. There you go. You guys see the link there? Head on over and drive the man crazy.
Go over there, drop a like before it goes out, team. And again, everybody gets their first month for $5 and reach out to Diane if you want to upgrade and be in all those additional streams with us.
Yeah, but if you want these thigh gaps, they're going to cost you.
They're so dirty.
And they're so worth every fucking dollar.
Especially after what I show you on Wednesday.
So many ways to skin this cat. Marky Mark, Gabe ended up taking another trade, 5.75%.
At a boy.
All right. Netflix on the daily.
Bella? It looks interesting, especially after this retest, but we'll talk about it on the stream. I'm out of my whole Netflix position now.
All right.
We'll talk about it.
Take it easy, guys.